the English name as is. Under the initiative of regional universities, we are forming a collaborative network to do various things to tackle marine-related issues. So we are using the research infrastructure of regional universities and to develop research talent and disseminate the research results for the public engagement and education, increasing public awareness on the importance of the ocean and marine-related issues. We benchmarked NOAA's Sea Grant program, and we made it our own. So it's now gone beyond the simple research activities. It has expanded into research and education and public engagement and awareness program. So it's overseen by the Ministry of Fisheries and Oceans and are involving various local agencies, as you can see here. We started in 2004, 2005, and 3 centers awarding Sea Grant for up to 2008, and investing with the budget of 3.7 billion Korean won. And then it went to center 2016, and that was phase 2, and the budget became 3.6 billion. And phase 3, we now have 8 centers around the country. So we started with 3 centers, but it has now evolved into 8 centers around the country. So it has grown a lot. So if you say we started in 2004, we will be celebrating very soon 20th of anniversaries. Let me explain what are the achievements that we garnered for these 3 phases. Now, total for the 17 years, the budget was 53 billion won. So for 17 years, as far as I know, it's very rare where a large investment was put in just one area. And to that, I would like to thank the Ministry of Fisheries and Oceans for their commitment. So we had 459 papers and patents that have been published, and also resolved 20 regional ocean-related issues. And we also grew a lot of talent, including PhDs and masters, total 3,000, more than 3,000 people. So we can see how much we have grown through the years. This means that if you calculate based on the input budget, the ROI, I believe, is much higher than other area, and this was possible thanks to continuous support and continued dedication of those involved. So how is the grant different from other public grant or research projects? It's bottom-up approach. So the regions have autonomy to resolve their own issues, and we also engage local communities. So we have Sea Grant agents coming from the local communities, residents that involve in public education and increasing public awareness on this important issue. And as I said, we could also use this budget to develop talent, professional researchers, which has been very helpful. Then let me talk about what are the efforts made by regional Sea Grant centers. As I said, there are 8 centers around the countries, and they all have different focused areas in terms of research. Now I'll be moving on quickly on this. First, let me start with the Gangwon Sea Grant Center. Professor Lee Sang-mi of Gangwon Wonju University leading the research efforts. Salmon is the focused area. We are actually importing all this requirement for Korea. So center, we're trying to increase aquaculture of salmon, so that we become less import dependent. We are developing different additives, how to have more better fish farm. So we are also trying to breed chum salmon, part of salmon, to create sustainable fish resources, which will help the fisheries region. And toward that end, the Gangwon-do events and the universities and the local agencies are for that network to focus together how to commercialize such aquaculture devoted to salmon. Next is Gyeongbuk Province Sea Grant Center. This is led by POSTEX Professor Yu Sun-chul. And here, where their focus is, they actually utilize centers. As you can see here, buoy camera on that. And at the fish farm, they can monitor what are the fish there and identify how many species are through these sensors and collect data from that and use that for the research purposes. This resulted in a lot of patents being issued, and also they even have created a company commercializing this as a business ideas. And we have also, if there's anything dangerous that could risk people diving under, we can detect them using this buoy. And the aqua farms or fish center, we identify any dangerous materials, so they can be collected by the people working there. So it would have less risk. So they are again working with various research centers, local public agencies, and also, of course, local community civic organizations to progress with their activities. Next, move to Gyeonggi Incheon area. Again, this is my center, and the focus area of here is data center and digital twin. And at Ina University, being given support, and we were able to actually run this surveillance ship to monitor the ocean, and it's equipped with advanced to see and detect any changes in the sea. And for example, where the blue crabs, mostly that can be caught to help the fishermen, etc. And also in the related issues, and also waste and debris issues. So we are built a digital twin to see in the virtual world what are the debris, where they're located, what we need to remove them. And at the own public agencies of Incheon, they also have rescue alert systems. And so we analyze the data, where the risk areas, where they need to work out surveillance. And another thing is, as I said, marine debris. So where are they coming? Where are they accumulating? How should we handle them and do a cleanup activities? So these are some of the areas that our center is currently focused on. And along with we also signed MOU with Incheon Health and Environment Research Center to share water quality data and where the particles that are moving, etc. So all the data are put in the database so that we are trying to gather as much as data possible, and we will make this data. We are making data available for open use by general public. And Gyeonggi has also worked with Public Port Authority, oceans-related public agencies, marine environmental cooperation, and local government for this effort. Next is Yeongnam. They are using oyster shell to create the habitat for the seaweed. And oyster shells end up these various issues related debris and etc. So they've researching on removing that, how to remove that, and even use this oyster shells to help seaweed grow further in this area. Plus, and also various sensors used to collect marine biology to see any pollutants in this area. They use how shells are moving, so they predict any problems that might arise from this, like also they're using as a network, so with the regional research centers and regional governments, and also are linking up with civic organizations like environmental protection related public organizations. So they have their own network also. Next is migratory in Jeonnam, migratory birds herding the seaweed full seasons. So they wanted to protect these migratory birds. They have developed an equipment for that purpose to make the migratory birds not come in this area. And this has been really helpful, even being used in other regions and even being on the TV news. And the Jeonnam area, ocean fishery related agencies and research centers are also partnering with Sea Grant Center to organize symposiums and to carry out joint research. And they're also active in doing various local advocacy and also engagement activities. Next is Kunsan. Here it's about how to determine the pollution level of the aqua farm. Like they have various clam-related aqua farm, and they want to have use bio research or environment restoration research to determine the pollution level of that aqua farm. And they are also assessing, based on that, the pollution level of the aqua farms. And based on that, they also identify the ecosystem around their area to see where various species and are living. And through that, they were able to invite the various marine animals and that are about to go distinct. And these are the partners of the Jeonbuk Sea Grant Center. So again, they all work together to focus on improving their aquaculture. So of those activities that they have been engaged in, they also try to improve the ecosystem of a mudflat, preserve environmental area, which was also reported in the news. Now it's the Jeju Island. They actually became world first to develop electronic marine buoy for the AIS frequency that can be used for wireless location detection. So in the past, we could not attach any sensor that could detect the locations of buoy, but thanks to their efforts, now it's possible. And this buoy is in the uh, gears even to collect different things and make a lot of good success and resulting in them winning various awards. They also have flat fish, which is one of our popular fish in Korea. They could also monitor that on 3D environment monitoring system. This is also based on IoT. So it's real-time monitoring where the monitoring person can have a real-time access to the current situation. And it's not based on conventional, as I said, it's based on advanced technologies of IT. Again, they are also partnering with various different organizations, and I believe they are also enjoying a full support from local government.
체계적인 수산물에 대한 통합 관리
They,
방안도
as I said, they have also created on a database platform to monitor the fish-related production data, which are also shared with the population, fishing population of Jeju Island. Next is Chungcheong, the last one. And the sediment in the ocean area is a big problem. So with Chungcheong government, they saw how it's vulnerable to climate change, how it can be restored. So this has become their research topic. And also various embankments are being also studied. And also biodiversity is another of their research area. And this is research that they're carrying out together with National Marine Resource
이제 쭉 보셨다시피 여러 기관에서 다양한 연구를 하고 있습니다. 이걸 한번 종합을 해보면
So as I mentioned before, a wide range of research institutes and also organizations and agencies have been engaged in diverse projects.
있다는 것을 알 수가 있죠. 그런 와중에 저희 지방해양
Yeah, so
계속
if you take a look at this overall diagram, there are a lot of regional offices of oceans and fisheries. They have been engaged in this effort, and also local governments are working together. So what they do is they take a look at key topics by their respective region so that they can come up with effective responses. So we work with citizen organizations, civic organizations as well. And also we do the outreach projects targeting fishing village societies. And also we make some global efforts as well as we do at the moment by hosting this event. Let's take a look at what we have done and where we are heading to. So at the regional level, we have achieved a little bit to sort out some issues that we are confronted with, but we have global issues issues and national issues. So I suppose the upcoming 10 years will be the take-off period. So we'll be able to sort of make a leap and make creative improvement. So we will have to expand the status and the role of the Korea Sea Grant Council. And we have had the Korea Sea Grant Council National Center Directors meetings 3 times. And also we have been having the Korea U.S. Marine Debris Seminars 4 times. So we have Sea Grant Association and also Council are working together. And I suppose that there will be close cooperation between the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries and NOAA as well. By working together, what are the issues that we can address together? So all the directors from the regional Sea Grant centers got together and we have visited the issues that we are confronted with. So we have come up with the joint responses to address these issues. And at the global level, though, so we will work together to address these global issues. So obviously, we work closely with NOAA and other Pacific nations as well. Declaration, the directors have come up with the consensus on the content of the declaration. So Korea Sea Grant Council's declaration on joint response to marine debris. We all have the right to a comfortable life in a clean marine environment, and we have a duty to pass on a sustainable and clean marine environment for future generations. Amid the anxiety, suffering caused by indiscriminate marine development, and there is a constant demand for conservation. It is important to recognize that that use and protection of the ocean based upon scientific evidence is not an option, but a necessity for sustainable marine development. So accordingly, the 8 Sea Grant centers of the Korea Sea Grant Council pledged to lead joint research related to marine debris, public activities, educational activities, establish a cooperative system between governments, institutions, and regions, and lead international cooperation. And we declare as follows. Number one, based upon the government's carbon neutrality policy, we will actively strive to create a sustainable marine environment by strengthening our R&D capabilities to reduce marine debris. We propose institutional improvements and policies to actively contribute to the conservation of the marine environment cooperation. We actively support marine debris research projects to discover and solve problems for innovative regional development and the creation of a clean, local environment. We will strengthen the cooperation system with local marine citizen groups in order to create a culture of awareness and improvement of marine debris reduction that community members emphasize with and practice. We will take the lead in practicing and spreading the Zero Marine Debris Initiative and promote public education activities so that all can enjoy a clean and safe marine environment. We support and implement a strategy to nurture marine debris talents tailored to each life cycle in order to nurture core talents who will lead future marine fisheries science and technology. We will strengthen and revitalize the cooperation between institutions and researchers between Korea and the United States Sea Grant for international cooperation on global marine issues such as marine debris pollution around the world. Based upon our R&D technology and experience, we will strengthen cooperation and build networks with the Pacific Coast and island countries to establish our status as a maritime pivotal country. November 29th, 2023. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. Now, we'll wait today's event. We will have a good photo time. So as we have a lot of participants, we will do in groups. the people that I'm calling, including Director Jonathan Panak, please join us for first group photo.
웹툰은 잠깐 그 자리에 좀 참석해 주시고요. 다른 분들과 함께 단체 사진 한 번만 더 찍도록 하겠습니다.
So we will take the second group photo. I think the head of Sea Grant centers from Korea, US, Dr. Hong Song-nu, Kim Young-hee, and Dr. Yu Kyun, our panelists, and also head of the Sea Grant centers from Korea, US, and also representative of Guam University. If you could all join us for this group photo, I think we will appreciate it.